Welcome, friends, to Cuentame USA with Moncho Camano. Today we are having a new look to a great project called cryingvessel. I think they got a new member in the family from last time we spoke in 20. I don't know. I think it was November or December 2024 last time. So they're back and much better outfit. I think now they look much better, much better. So we got Slade on top. I'm gonna start with the top. Slade Templeton. He's the guitar and synth player and vocalist and a lot of things that he does. And then we have, I'm gonna leave Larry for last. And we got Basil. He's the drummer, the nice tan looking guy, but not as good looking as Larry, the new member of the band. I think it's the new member. I don't know if it's temporary, it's permanent. She's a vocalist as well. She has nice vocals from the video I saw, and she plays the guitar. And their new single release is like a remake or a reimagined theme from it's called "Bringing Down the Nation," and it's from her dual album, I guess, Sepulchre's The Maiden. I think that was from that song. So that's when the video that I saw, they published the video, really cool, very interesting, and wide opening video where Larry sings. And yeah, much better than the other guy, for sure.
I agree.
Just kidding.
That's why I brought her in, honestly.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
I'm getting
Right,
older, my
yeah.
voice is getting lower, and I was just like, I'm getting uglier. So
I
I mean,
don't
it's
know.
important that we make.
Yeah, he sounds a little more like Luria at the late stage.
Exactly. Oh, love it.
No, I'm so happy that they're here again. And to start, because she's the new member, well, she can tell me if she's a new member or what she what's her purpose on this the new project. How you doing, Larry?
I'm fine, thank you. So yeah, I think I am the new member of Crying Vessel, yes.
She is.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Are they
She's earned her
documents?
stride. This
They really documents that you sign, or it's just talking? You're a new
No,
member. Okay, all right.
just talking, yeah.
Yeah, no documents, nothing to sign. These people, okay.
They're coming in the mail.
No lawyers, no paperwork, nothing.
Nothing. But we've known each other for quite a long time, so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me about the story. How did you guys decided to join, make Larry a new member? Who came up with the idea?
It was kind of a organic migration towards the idea. I mean, Basil and I, as people have kept up with cryingvessel know that we've worked with female vocalists over the years, here and there, and like did collaborations or brought them in as kind of features. And we have now, I mean, this would be we're working on our 9th album, and you get to a point like creatively, you hit a ceiling kind of. And I mean, and Basil and I were sitting there like, where do we go? And it's like, yeah, especially after doing a dual disc where we showed like both sides of cryingvessel, totally extreme this way, extreme this way.
Great albums. Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
And we were just like, where are we gonna go? And we started talking about the idea of like, let's bring in a new, just completely new attitude, a new elegance, a new something. And of course, the first thing we thought of is like a female vocalist would be awesome. And as we were discussing, we were like, okay, let's try out some people. Like, what should we do?
Let's do casting. I don't know, let's freaking street cast or whatever. We were like having all these ideas, and then we were just like talking like that, and suddenly it just was like,
yeah,
it just clicked with both of us. We were like,
yeah, we literally looked at each other and we're like, Larry. And the reason
it needs to be Larry, yeah.
Yeah, the reason she's been with us actually in the shadows completely since the start, going to every show. And she was always front row and knew all of our lyric stuff, and we became family friends with her dad and herself. And the big thing that we realized is when she came to the studio, the studio I'm record producer at, where you interviewed us last time we were at the studio, you know, we had her there, and she came to do a single song, which we didn't know what song she was doing, and she came to cover our song "Kiss the Fire." And it was so good, we actually put it to our Bandcamp. So this came out, we released it 6 or 7 years ago or something like that. And like,
wow.
We saw the talent she had, how well she works with the music, all this stuff throughout the years. And then like 5 or 6 months ago, she hit me up and was like, hey, you know, I'd love to start working with you at the studio more, like being more on the music industry side. And we started talking that way. And then when Basil and I were talking about this, we are like, why do we not have Larry in the band with us? Like, why is she not? She's a kind of a hidden member already, like the kind of, you know, and her talents are just amazing. Like her voice style is super unique.
Yeah.
She plays guitar like an angel. It makes sense.
So, it just makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So you guys were looking behind the curtains and she's right in front.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah. So the funny thing is we had a meeting with her and she had no idea why we were calling her. She didn't even know Basil was going to be on. It was a surprise. Wow. We just like, I said, hey, I have some ideas for the music industry proposition thing going on. And I called her, and then ding, Basil comes into the Zoom call and she's just kind of like, what the hell's going on here? You can tell him the rest later.
Wow. That's an amazing story. That was a surprise. Larry, what were you doing prior to joining the band? Were you priorly play in any other bands, or were you a part-time singer somewhere, or how?
Well, it all started when I was like, I think 9 or 10 years old. I just had guitar lessons at some school, and I did that for I don't know 5 or 6 years. And then I changed from acoustic guitar to electric guitar, and my guitar teacher, who had a big influence and all of that, he asked me if I would like to join a band, but more like a school band. And we were, I don't know, it was not a big thing, but I joined that band, and after all that, as Slade already told you, with the cover, my guitar teacher knew I could sing, and he told me, yes, you should also try to sing. And then it just happened, and I don't know, we've been, I don't know, for like 3 or 4 years I was with that band, and then we just all grew older, and it just like got separated. But yeah, so I had some former experience, but yeah, not that professional. Yeah.
So the first time you saw those two guys playing on stage, what did you think about them? I said they're really cool, but you know they could be better, or
no, it was my first concert. Like I was 14 years old, and my father like listens to a lot of gothic music, and it was the Schwarzer Ball. It's like some show in Zurich, and he just asked me if I would like to come. And cryingvessel was actually, I think, the first band I actually saw that day, and I just, like Slade already said, I'm always in the front row. I just stood there, and there were these two guys with, I don't know how I should describe it, but it was so dark. It was so dark, and I was so speechless, and I just stood there and stared at them and was like, damn, that's some cool music. Like, damn.
Were you staring more at Basil or at Slade?
I mean,
I'd be staring at Basil, 100%.
Basil?
I'd be staring at Slade, so you know that's how things go.
Oh man.
It was so real. I don't know. It was overwhelming, kind of.
Yeah. That would probably happen to me the same way if I saw it. No, it's just kidding.
As long as Basil takes his shirt off.
Basil? Yeah.
Me? Yeah, I have this condition called we call it tissuritis, where I always have to take my shirt off. Anyway, sorry, that's okay.
What happens in the green room stays in the green room.
Okay.
Exactly.
Right. You don't have to go to Las Vegas to do all that.
Yeah.
No, just crying vessel green rooms. Yeah, crazy.
So tell me, why did you choose, guys, to for her to do "Bringing Down the Nation"? Why do you decide to do the single?
It was something that we chose a track that kind of wasn't a single, that we knew would be like having a cool edge, but we gave a list to Larry of, I think, 7 or 8 different songs that she first came up with or something like that. And then out of that, she chose Bring Down the Nation. And at first I was kind of put back because I was like, wow, that's like the one track that I don't know, it's more trip hoppy and like, I don't know where this is gonna go, But that was the exciting thing about it, right, Basil? Like that was the exciting thing for us with the original. Like,
yeah, and also like, I don't know. I mean, if you compare these two tracks, they are similar, but like not completely the same. Also from like the melody, there are some changes that came with Larry working on this song, and I think it's that's this like nice, fresh new touch of a female vocalist that Larry did bring in to that track. So yeah.
And the crazy thing with Larry is she somehow, well, maybe it's because she's already knowing the song a little bit, but she knew all the lyrics by heart. And I'm telling you, maybe it's because I'm an old man, but I still on stage have to really try hard to remember all my lyrics. So Larry just comes into the studio and just like delivers. And I mean, it's like she was already in the song, which is insane to me. Like it was like the song was actually maybe purposely written for her before it would have been me at the get-go. And it was just like such a natural, it's hard to describe really as a musician because you rarely kind of experience that, right? Where you rethink an idea and then suddenly that person belongs more than what you originally had. And yeah, I mean, how do you do it, Larry? I don't know how your memory for lyrics is crazy. Like and melody too. It's just crazy.
Like, man, they love you, Larry. I don't know.
I know.
Man.
We were laughing because we were thinking our fan base probably thinks she's AI at this point. We were waiting for the first interview and we're like...
She could be because she looks so enigmatic, she looks like, for me, it was like, is she like real? No, the first time I saw you guys, I don't know, did you tell me that it was I don't remember when I saw the video, I was like, she looks real, but I don't know. So, maybe. So,
well, there she is. We're just very good at programming. Yeah. So like, that's actually...
Yeah, but like we programmed this whole interview.
Whatever. Prepared. Robo Larry over there.
Yeah, but
oh my god.
Well, I was gonna tell my viewers from my last interview that we spoke about their beginnings and about Slade when he was like a little boy and playing with the instruments and stuff. So if you want to go back and see that interview, I don't know, probably it's even worse than this one. So I don't know, do whatever you want. But Crying Vessel, just to refresh somebody's mind, it started in 2010, I think it was, if I remember right.
Yeah.
And it was your solo project at the beginning, and then Mr. Basil joined later.
Exactly.
I don't know why, but he I guess he believed.
I wouldn't want to work with you.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you had to really think about it. I said, do I have to join this guy? I don't know. What's our future?
Did we explain this? Did they explain this in the first interview? I don't remember.
I probably did. I don't remember anymore, but there were like a lot of...
Very shortly explained. So I met Slade in the studio. I was in there with someone else to like shoot some behind the scenes things, and then we kind of befriended, and Slade showed me his like hidden project Crying Vessel. It was kind of hidden at that time, and I was listening to it and immediately, wow, okay, fuck, this is really nice. And hey, man, you need to bring this live. And then he was like, okay, should I really do this? Okay, yeah, we could maybe like just practice and then see how it goes. And then we started practicing, and then it just was a match. And since then, we're doing this together. And now we have Larry in the band. Very short.
I want to say though, that's the Universal Lines thing. It's like how it is with Larry. It was the same with Basil, and like he sat down to play Killing Time for the first time, and it was like he was made for the song. He was made for the band, and like the attitude that he delivers on the drum kit is something that's hard to find. It's just like, yeah, it's the same feeling that we had with Larry. It's like it belongs, right?
Yeah, it's like you thought that Basil was the missing piece, but now really Larry is the missing piece.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, then I think she solidifies what was kind of lingering open for many years. Yeah.
Yeah. There won't be more members. You won't.
Well, we have an idea for like a ukulele player. We have one for kazoo.
Also, yeah. I mean, someone needs to play the guitar while Slade plays the flute.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. This is 100% true. I have like a collection of flutes. I do try and get them on as many songs. This is not a lie. I try and get them.
No, can you show them, Slade? Are they in this room, right?
They're in the other room here. Let me see. You can kind of see maybe. Let me bring this over. Does it reach? It doesn't reach. No.
No, it doesn't reach. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna explain it. Like he has a rack in the other room with, I don't know, 7 different flutes from all over the world. And he's just this flute amateur. It's fucking nice. And he plays them really well. That's impressive thing, you know. We use it we use it on tracks sometimes, and we're just like, oh, this needs a flute, and then Slade plays.
It just sounds like a synth. It sounds like a synthesizer, but it's actually a Daduke.
I don't know what's coming from you guys. Maybe you'll be that Swiss folk metal band. It'll be number two. You know, a little hurdy-gurdy or something. I don't know. Make something different. So what's coming for you guys after this the single? Is it an EP that I think I read some magazine? I don't know when I saw it.
Yeah. Larry can talk about it a little bit. Give her a little bit.
Yeah, Larry, what's coming up? You got a really good start, so more good things are coming, I guess.
Yes, they are. We're working on, I think, 6 or 7 songs at the moment. So yeah, we have a lot of things planned for the future. Yes.
No double album coming, that's for sure. That was a lot of work, very inspirational work you guys did, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I bet it's cool. It kind of made sense. And from the album that was before that, like we were already starting to show different sides, and then it just made kind of boom. And we're kind of doing the same thing with Larry right now. Like she's more on the really driving, synth-driven, kind of dark wave into synthwave vibe that just fits really well. And we realize that my voice still works well with the cold wave, romantic, kind of Cure-like side. And these kind of worlds now are coming together. And interestingly, on the Maiden side of the album last time, I was on head voice a lot. Like already in the range of, especially where Larry is, like we were kind of in the same range, but I, of course, don't have the elegance or beautiful voice like Larry to be that range. So when we go heavier, we automatically kind of instinctively lighten it up with angelic voices, and Larry just nails that. So like the heavier the track, kind of she really makes it angelic in a way, like a dark angel, you know. So yeah, it's cool. You know, we're still doing that kind of 2 sides of Crying Vessel, but a little bit more solidified as a trio now. So
I just saw that video on your channel, the live show. You just published like 3.
Yeah, we did a full concert live.
Yeah, it's really cool, really nice. But with Larry, it will be much wider, bigger sound probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was I really enjoyed that. The first time I ever saw one of your live shows, you know, on video. That was.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we always kept it kind of. I don't know. We had some other live footage and stuff like that, but it's one of those things as a band, you always feel a little raw with it because once it's put into a medium like YouTube,
Yeah.
The energy that you get at a show,
Yeah.
it's so hard to translate that into a TikTok video or a YouTube video, or I remember back in the day when DVDs were a thing and you got the live DVD for bands, and that was awesome. You could be on a surround system, whatever, at least
Yeah.
give yourself a touch of it. But yeah, so we decided though it's important to just get it out, and especially before we knew at that point Larry was coming in. So
Mm.
we were just like the old Crying Vessel full show, boom. And now Larry will be with us live too. So yeah.
Tell me about the lyrics and the themes. Are they gonna change, or are they gonna keep, more or less sticking to the human downfall and love loss and
Yeah.
let-
Larry's been changing them. I mean,
supernatural stories and
yeah.
storytelling? What was?
Larry's been changing them. I mean, in a
Yeah.
good way. She's opened my mind. There's been times I worked on a track that's more Slade-centric vocals, and she's like, do the lyrics really fit the mood?
Hmm.
And it makes me kind of think through a new lens in that way, which is awesome.
Hmm.
And then on her side of things, I mean, you can say,
Yeah. Well, you, Basil, are you gonna change your drumming in any way, or you gonna keep doing uh, what you really enjoy, or you gonna change something on your
Of course,
technique,
I'm
your
always
drumming
doing what I
technique?
enjoy. This really depends on. So, I think I won't change a lot, especially. No, I won't change a lot. I think what's gonna happen right now, the way we're working now, also in the dynamics of being three people, I think it's that it's gonna be. I think the drums from the album and the drums that I play live, in the past have been maybe the live side has been a bit more rockier.
Yeah.
And I think what I'm expecting to do right now is to bring this closer, the two sounds, the live sound and the album sound, that it's going to be more merged, that's going to sound a bit more similar. And, but to be honest, I mean, I am the way I am. I play the way I do, and it's always kind of heavy and raw and strong and with a lot of energy. So I don't plan on changing anything about that now, of course.
He added a bongo though.
Bongo? Maracas?
No, cowbell. That's a cowbell.
Cowbell, that's what it was.
I think this song needs more cowbell.
Yeah.
Cowbells. I was going to ask, who's more meticulous in the studio? Is it Slade? Who's the one that has to be, everything has to be so perfect? Or you're not looking for perfection. You're like looking, well, perfection is not that good. 100% perfection doesn't sound great, I think.
I think we
don't
all
know
are.
this. We all are, and I think we just have this way of working that it's. I don't know. I think it's so professionalized that it's just gonna end up perfect in the end, no matter what. Also because Slade is so good at what he does, and it always like amazes me how fast it goes from the original idea to like almost the final track. And then of course at the end there's like the whole mixing, the mastering, but especially the mixing part that is gonna perfectionalize the song. But like how fast we're going from the main idea to the finished song is quite crazy. Yeah.
When I see some comments about your band and your project, they always say that it feels like you're speaking from a haunted place or something like that. Well, your music is like a spiritual in by its nature, but I was going to ask you, when you go back at when you started 2010 or earlier work, has your personality changed with your music, or you still feel like you're still the same people, the same persons with the same ambitions? Have they changed? I don't know what I'm talking about, guys.
Yeah, no. It made all the sense in the
It's a
world.
really great question. Yeah.
Yeah. Context-wise, it's so weird you brought that up, because just a week ago I was going for a walk with my daughter and I was like, why is it like even when the happiest times, having a kid, like, living in Switzerland, happy, joy, I still thrive in the darkness, and I do not know why. And the first album, as far as context wise and stuff, I still am inspired by the same mechanism. That's kind of like this thing, a shadow that's inside that kind of pushes through my creativity. It's what inspires me. And an example is um, I'm in other projects and write for other stuff, and as soon as like a song gets darker in tone or darker in lyrical context or any of that, I get excited. So it kind of like does a reverse role for me. I don't get sad. I don't get, it actually gives me energy and gives me inspiration. I'm like, whoa, you know, and I do a lot of pop stuff at the studio too, like a lot of pop artists, like radio pop.
Right.
You know, and of course I'm inspired in a different way, but Crying Vessel, what we've done over the years is become more musical with those concepts. And by working with Basil and especially now with Larry, like the concept that evolved Crying Vessel to attach to someone like Basil is the same mechanism of why he loved what I was doing and wanted to work with it. And it's the same mechanism that Larry thrived off of since going to the first show. We all live in this like shadow bubble in a certain way that meets. Even if we listen to totally different music on the outside, we might be inspired by totally different things. There's like a mechanism inside that we all relate on that's unfathomable, and also something that we can't actually put to words, I would say. And
is that how you feel, Basil? The same, more or less?
It's just this darkness that is within all of us in Crying Vessel. I don't know. Yeah, it's a really good question because, I mean, I just spent the last 2 months. I had my elbow broken, so I needed time off. I just spent that on a holiday, and I was on the beach and sun and surf and coconuts and shit. And
went to the Caribbean. Where you went to the Caribbean?
No, I went, first Central America, then Sri Lanka. But
that was a big.
No, what I want to say is that like this urge to produce and play this kind of music, it's just so strong, and it's in the inside, it's not in the outside, you know. And it just, once you like let it out, it just goes out, and you can release this feeling and this music. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a stupid question. When you were like laying down under a palm tree, can you listen to your music?
I was actually
like listening to that type of music, or maybe some other stuff?
No, but I had one night where I couldn't sleep. I was in my hotel room, and I was actually listening through all our albums. From the beginning to the end, I listened through the whole thing, and I was like, fuck, we've come such a long way. And I was just, you know, when you're just like put these things out there, and you have these albums released, and you don't really listen to these songs. You maybe play some of them live, but it's not in the order of the albums that we usually like thought of them. You're more in this live setup that you have in mind. And I was just like, holy moly, this is, and sorry to say that, but it's so good. I was just like, wow, okay, this is so motivating to go on again in the future, and this now with Larry. And so yeah, I had this moment where I was just like realizing, okay, wow, what we do is just so fucking awesome.
Yeah. It is. Larry, which album do you think is their best?
That's a hard question.
Everything Becomes Nothing. Was that the first one? Everything Becomes Nothing. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like they're getting it better every time they put out something out. It's like they're much better than the previous one. Well, it's like hard to tell. It's like they're all good.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell because every album is so special, and then every song has its own story, in my opinion, and that's just something that I really, really always loved about the concept Crying Vessel. But I think the album A Beautiful Curse will always be like be in my heart, because it was the first album I bought when I met them, and like, you know, it was the beginning for me. So yeah, and I know all the lyrics, as Slade said. I
What
still
was
know
that
it.
album? 17, 18, 17?
17, yeah. Well, the Cuentame EP came out in 2017, and then the album came, I think, shortly after that, yeah.
Yeah. I listened to the albums this past week, all the albums myself, but I spent more time with the last one because that was the one that it was such a big project. I think a lot of people, I don't know, they love the second one more because it's more poppy, upbeat, I guess. But I really enjoyed the first one more.
The
I don't know.
Maiden.
I'm a dark guy myself,
It's a strange thing with
I
that
always
because
I'm happy being sad.
yeah,
I don't know.
exactly. We always
Great
assumed,
words.
yeah. That's good. Yeah, we actually assumed that the servant side would be, I don't know, I guess more review friendly and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
funny enough, what we found is like, yeah, the servant side, like Spotify and like stream wise, is a little bit more receptive, but the people that are writing about the albums were writing more about the Maiden. And like, if you look up the reviews, the Maiden
Yeah.
actually edge on the servant, and that's exciting for us because we got experimental on that side, and like we just really had fun. Well, we had fun with both sides, but a little bit more avant-garde and darker and heavier and more industrial and like all this stuff. Where Larry is actually with us now, that's the side that people are more receptive of out of those two. It's exciting for the future.
Yes.
And I want to just say, any of the fans watching this too, I want to thank the fans because that kind of response actually drives us as artists to keep going. I think if everyone would latch onto like one servant side and it blew up and then all the rest just got washed aside, all the people in the goth scene stopped wanting to interview us or talk about the Maiden, I think we would have been heartbroken in a certain way because it would have made me feel like the scene had evolved into only wanting like 3-minute algorithm Spotify pop, or it just would have. But instead, like finding reception across the whole thing, it means that we're on a wavelength with our fans that we care about.
Yeah.
Speaks to us the same as it speaks to them. So yeah, I just want to thank
But could you say like the servant is more optimistic, I guess, than the
and we
Maiden?
kind of played with that. We played with this heaven and hell, as you could say, or like light and dark, and like we purposely, even with the artwork and stuff, went through that concept. The lyric concept also is about that. One's more about like lost love and romanticizing death, and the other one's more about finding light through the darkness. And and that's kind of why we call it sepulchres, because it's like a place where you get entombed in your own emotions. And finding kind of this restraint between life and death. And we've done that with a few albums, and this time we separated the two worlds. We had Before Life Was Death, for instance, that we kind of went in the same concept. It's something that we've toyed with always. But now what we decide to do is, instead of blending the worlds and living in this kind of intermediate middle zone, let's spread them, focus in on what it's like to be on that top end and what it's like to be on the low end of life. And how does that project into our art? How can that project into a person's emotions? And that was the fun thing with the Sepulchres albums. It's like living two different outlets at one time, two different bands, even in a certain way.
It is. Yeah.
So.
Like I said, I enjoyed that album, the both. But and also the artwork, because the artwork is incredible. It's amazing. I don't know what the word is, but it's impressive, I guess.
Again, shout outs to Fabio.
Yeah, and that was great. It's like,
yeah, Fabio's amazing. We're still working with him. He's from Venezuela, but he actually lives in Spain now. So he's closer to us, which is cool because I think we'll get more hands-on collaborative. And yeah, he's still our art director, really. So like anything we do with Larry moving forward, with artwork and images, stuff like that. And then, of course, Basil's our video guy in the band, and then he worked with Fabio on ideas and concepts too a lot. But yeah, he's a silent fourth member. He might start playing ukulele for us eventually.
Yeah. Well, he's in Spain. Maybe he can grab a bagpipe or something.
Yeah.
It's Celtic, northwest of Spain. Yeah. So, Basil, you're still I guess the video producer, we can say. I don't know how do you.
Yeah, I mean, it has always been like a back and forth between Fabio and me because, of course, like producing videos for Crying Vessel is extremely important for us, like our visual world and always what we've always done. But of course, it's a lot of work and it needs to be like kind of like split off because otherwise it's just too much for one person to handle. So yeah, I mean, I did the last music video that came out, which for Bring Down the Nation 2.0, which was kind of a nice thing to do because it works. I mean, it was quite an easy shoot, but I think we made like the most out of it. It's just like it just came to life quite easily this time. Yeah.
Larry, how long did it take for you to do the video? A couple days, a day?
The video, like of
for you
not that long actually. We recorded it in the studio and then right afterwards we shot the video. Yeah.
In one day, couple hours. That was it.
Like 3 hours or something.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Man, this guy Basil was fast. He knows what he's doing.
I mean, these people just deliver, you know. So
there's nothing to learn. Everything is automatic from Larry.
Well, it's really cute actually about Larry because she will be extremely shy, as you can kind of sense a little bit, and then she hits the studio or hits the camera, and me and Basil looked at each other, we're like, "What?
Is this the same person?"
Yeah, and I mean, I remember back when she did the track at our studio, and this is 6 years ago, and she was with my assistant there, and he told me he's like, "It's crazy. She wouldn't even really talk much, and then she'd pick up the guitar and start playing." And it's like she's been in a studio for 20 years. And then she'd go into the vocal booth and just deliver and then come back by and be like, yeah, anyhow, you know. Yeah. And she did the same thing at the music video shoot. I was really like blown away, you know. So
yeah, prepare yourself for live.
Yeah, that's good.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Basil? What do you mean live?
I mean,
you're gonna be playing live soon?
Of course we're gonna be playing live soon, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah? Man. I'm here. I cannot see you guys play live.
Yeah, and I don't think we'll be able to tour the US for a minute.
Don't even try. Stay there, please. Stay there. Don't bother. You're still young. Maybe in a decade. Maybe in 10, 20, 30 years, maybe. I don't know. Maybe more. Imagine. I will have to. I gotta retire soon. I don't know. Go to Spain, retire. Eat paella and go to the beach, maybe. How is the weather there? Here it's like 9 degrees Fahrenheit right now outside.
You got snow on the ground?
Yes, and it's gonna be stay for the next 2 weeks. They say we're gonna be under 32. So it's been like this since last week. The snow doesn't go away. I'm really low on my. I hate driving in the snow.
I saw you guys had like huge snowstorms. And my family's back home. Yeah.
It's still out there. It's not melting. Impossible to melt. I have to walk my dogs and put little socks. What are they like in the feet? What do they call those boots? Like little boots on my dogs. All the salt.
To teach them to pull a sled.
What other things do you do? Like we've talked about hobbies, Larry, besides music. What other things really enjoy? Skiing?
No, I'm not into skiing. Well, I think, I don't know. I'm just a really creative person in general, and I think music and especially playing the guitar has is the biggest part in my life in general. But I also like going out, like doing some sports, going to the gym, and I also like painting.
Oh, painting.
Yes, and knitting.
And knitting?
Yes.
Oh, just like my wife. He just made a sweater for me.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Do you practice your guitar every day or once in a while, or is there any other instruments besides guitar?
No, I only play the guitar. There was a time when I practiced, I think every 2-3 days, but now with like the everyday daily tasks, it's a bit hard to keep up. But I do consider myself as a good guitar player. So, and when we will start to practice for shows, I will start practicing every day again.
I
of
wonder
course.
how it's
Like we all do.
You're gonna take over.
This is just a thing. I mean, at some point you're just like, I mean, you play. I mean, we all have our like our work, and of course Slade maybe plays the guitar the most because he works in the studio, and you know. But for me with drums, I mean, I mostly practice with cryingvessel, and that's when I'm gonna play. And then yeah, I go in the space from time to time. It's also a good like energy outlet and just to air the mind.
Last year we were off for like 6 months and we went to the studio like, oh God, we're gonna have to relearn everything. And 2 practices in, we're like, oh
yeah.
It's like
it's crazy. Once you practice like songs for life to perfection, where it's like just sticks in your it's just in your muscle memory. And you can have 6 months, as Slade said, 6 months off. You go in there and it's just there. You can just play it. So
it's like riding a bike. Same thing.
Yeah.
It is kind of like riding a bike. But of course it's a lot of practice to get there, to be honest.
And getting Larry into the fold, like it's a whole back end thing too. We have to make sure we have her headphone mix, get her set up for what she's going to do on stage, stuff like that. Her and I, since we both play guitar, I also play bass, so we're going to decide: are we going to both be playing guitar on certain songs? Is she going to be doing rhythm? I'm going to be doing lead. Am I just going to be singing, which is surreal for me because I'm always strapped to a guitar, stuck where I'm at, and that'll allow me to move around a lot more, and then allow her to not have to play guitar and sing too. It'll be more fun for sure. I can actually like jump around a little bit more. That'll be amazing. But yeah, so we can get a little more active and it'll be fun, you know. And I mean,
I imagine how you guys are gonna set up on the stage, and you know.
Well, I think, I mean, we have not even discussed it actually for the actual layout or anything, which we'll come up with, but I just know for sure it gives us all, maybe not Basil because he's still just drumming over there, but it gives us all more, at least her and I, more chance to move and get dynamic on stage, which is cool as vocalists and guitarists. And then of course come over to Basil more often, and like it just is gonna feel more like a band. And I mean, it's cool what we had going. Like we were very modern in the way of 2 dudes with a huge projection. We're still gonna be doing all visuals and stuff, but you're just gonna see more movement, more attitude, you know. And like that's cool.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna for sure have to talk. We didn't do that yet because we're just like now in the production phase of the new music, but we have to of course talk about the live setup and also the like live visuals, how we're gonna do it, because there's some restrictions also to be now 3 on stage, you know, with like the projections. How are we gonna, I mean, I'm just thinking out of my head right now, but like does it need to change to fit 3 of us? But yeah, things we're slowly gonna talk and think about in the future.
It's very interesting because there are a lot of duos playing Darkwave, Cold Wave, and stuff music, but trios, they're not that many, I think. So it's gonna be different. Will there be like guitar licks and stuff? I don't know. From
yeah. I mean, that's the thing, and we've always decided like I said, I might do more live bass too, because I play a lot of live bass on the albums. I don't know how I vocally react to that live. That's something we'd have to figure out too, because I mean, as a vocalist, it's very different if you're used to playing guitar and singing to when you drop it down an octave and you get into the bass, where you're putting your voice. So, you know, we'd have to decide that stuff. But I think, as Basil said, the visual side of things and just the way it's going to be out, it's going to be super cool. Yeah, and it's still modern. I mean, the thing is,
Sting did it too, honestly. Sorry.
The thing is, Basil being on the rock kit too is like already different, because a lot of goth bands might have like the E-drums or like standing and drumming and stuff, which is also cool. And we already positioned ourselves at the beginning to be more band centric in that way, having a live kit and like, you know, so yeah.
But it's an electric drum kit, so I mean it can spit out all the sounds you want. So this is something also that, I mean, I told it before, I was talking about it before, but I think like, you know, to just bring the 2 worlds of live and the album a bit more together on the drums.
Yeah,
cool.
What about your outfits? Are you gonna be wearing matching outfits or all dressed in?
Oh, this is all on Larry this time.
Yeah, that's all.
Sorry to the side.
I already have a vision, so
You
yeah.
have a vision of how they're gonna look on stage.
Yes.
We will need to match. Like
Yeah.
yes. I really have a good vision.
You
That's
have a
awesome.
vision for
We need
if
to
you wear.
discuss, of course. We need to discuss. So it's not fully up to me to decide, but yeah.
If you decide to wear a hat, those guys have to wear hats.
No.
Oh, we will do whatever she says.
No.
It covers the balding. I'm okay with that.
That's how far do you guys live from each other right now? Are you Larry the one that you have to drive more to get to those two guys, or how do you guys get together?
Yeah, it takes me about 1 hour to go to them. So yeah, it's fine. It's actually fine. No. Yeah.
It's not
I can
that
go back
far.
home. No.
Yeah, and Slade and me, we live maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes by bicycle from each other. So.
Oh yeah. You're really close. Maybe too close.
Nah, not close
Nah,
enough.
not close enough.
I was going to ask you, Larry. Do these guys argue? Do they argue a lot between the two of them, or
No, they don't.
They don't argue much.
No, they don't.
She just doesn't see that part.
You know.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe you'll see it later. You know.
Well, I will say I've been a mess off and on for many years. I mean, I'm an emotional wreck sometimes. And Basil, the thing is, Basil has stood through it with me and saw me for who I am and not like the bullshit going on emotionally within my head or in the event. And he just would sit there and like hug me and like, bro, like a brother.
Yeah.
And I've needed that over the years, like I've needed that. I've been through a lot, and we all have, but I've been through a lot, and I used to be even more of a mess, but like on tour, I flip out and I go outside the van like, F this. I can't do this anymore. Just too much stress. And Basil comes and, yo, man, like, let's sit down. Let's talk. It just happened recently because I was going through a whole bunch of health shit. And he could tell I was just freaking out, and it had nothing to do with him. But of course, I was centering energy towards him and everything else. I was like, just leave. I don't need anyone here anyhow. And he stood there. He's like, I'm not leaving. And that meant so much to me. Like, for him to come to me and like just give me a hug and be like, dude, I understand, man. Like, that shit is insane, actually. To have a friend that
I wish I had a friend like Basil.
Yeah, I think we all need a friend like Basil.
Basil, can I call you when I'm under stress and I need emotional support? I will call you. I'm gonna have to call you every week from now on.
Oh shit!
I need your help. Please.
We just need a Basil in the pocket. Everyone needs a little Basil.
We need one of those guys.
Yeah, I don't even know what I should say to this. I mean, yeah.
There's a reason why there's a reason why he's the godfather of our child.
Oh,
he is.
Well,
so yeah,
I need your phone number. I gotta call you once in a while. Please help me out. No, but I'm really happy. I was really happy when first time, I don't know if it was on Instagram, when I sent you a message or mentioned you there. Slade, I would like to talk to you guys again. Because the first time we spoke, I really enjoyed talking to you. I remember that I didn't have much idea about your band or it was like 3 months prior that I found out about you guys. And after that, I've been following you guys all the time, see what they're doing and stuff. Because it's, your sound for me carries like an emotional sound. It's like emotional sound for me, And I love this cinematic feel and all that stuff. And now that you have a new member, it's gonna get better, I think. How can I get any worse than you guys? Impossible, It's gonna get better.
But of course, it's gonna open a lot of doors musically, but also visually. And this is really exciting because, I mean, as Slade said, we were like kind of this point where we were like, oh, what are we gonna do next? And just having Larry now, it's there's just so much to do now, and it's great.
You're gonna be exploring new territories, music, and themes and lyrics and stuff. So it's really cool. I just so is that EP? What's gonna come up this year? An EP or a full album? What was coming?
We're working towards
She
the album.
Larry
You
was
never know
mentioning
with
like
us. You never know with
seven
us.
songs. If it's 6, 7, is that more than an EP? Unless
Yeah,
you
it might be a
take
triple
some out.
album. I don't know.
You don't got. You have no idea. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Well, you're just pretending that you do it. You don't know what you're doing. No, but I'm, expecting something big from you guys this year. I guess you guys have already got plan to play live or do some shows and see how you guys feel on stage. And I'm expecting good things to come. Next time I speak with you guys, there will probably be 2 members instead of 3. But I think Larry's gonna. I
will
think
probably,
Larry will stay, and then
I was gonna say,
somebody
I'll
else.
probably hand off I'll probably pass on the baton and say I'm too old for this shit. You guys are on your
It's
own.
like, say, I'm going back to the US and go live in Brooklyn somewhere.
Exactly, yeah.
And goodbye, guys. It was nice meeting you, Basil. But I got a new life. Now I have to enjoy and going back. Goodbye. Nah.
Been my retirement plan the whole time. Just hand them off.
Yeah, I got an IRA plan, and I don't need any more. No, I really like your band. I just hopefully one day when I go to Europe, I will have the chance to see you guys.
And you will be very welcome.
Yeah, that'll be nice. I'll sit in the back, like I always do when I go to shows, so nobody sees me.
Well, don't get too close to the front row. We might put you in the band.
Well, you want me to do dress as a clown or something, just to jump around with a? No, I cannot play any instruments, Basil, or I don't play. I just have my daughter plays guitar, my other daughter plays piano, and I just pretend.
That works too. It worked for Milli Vanilli, so.
Yeah. That's true. Maybe I could do that. I still have time. I could do that, something like that. No, but Larry, I think you got really a nice combination now with those 2 other people. You're gonna do really well with them, and I just want to wish you all the best this year.
Thank you.
And you know how they are. They're nice look. They got nice people. You can talk to them. They don't get really angry at all. They're just really cool guys. So
yeah, they are.
Until Basil's on the road raging with
raging about the sound. You sound really horrible.
No, it's just the
horrible
road.
today
just
for
on the
road
road.
rage.
No,
our
it's just the
first
road
show
rage.
is like really bad. What the hell did we do?
No.
We've been practicing for so long, and now this came out. This is really bad. What's going on? We have to take a break, and Basil will go on vacation for 6 months and come back again.
Yeah.
Don't jinx it.
Get another 10, and things will get better. No, just kidding. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I thank you. I thank you so much for the chance to speak with you again, and know a little more about Larry, and I'm expecting a lot of stuff from you guys. So people go to I don't know, Bandcamp. I think it's a place where you can buy their records and stuff. I don't know, maybe what else? I don't know if Spotify is a good place now to go there.
Bandcamp's cool because you get
Bandcamp. I think Amazon Music, Apple Music, whatever. Yeah, everybody knows where to find music nowadays. So if you wanna see what Crying Vessel is all about, it's easy to find. Just do the Google search.
We're
or whatever.
everywhere.
The first thing you see is those 2 people and like images, but now Larry shows up. So a lot of people still think it's a duo, but it's not a duo anymore. So go check them out. See that new video they just put out, and more videos are coming, and new music is coming, and they're gonna be playing live. So what else can you expect from these 3 characters now? Just wish them all the best. And thank you so much, guys. Maybe we'll speak again sometime in the future again if they decide to speak with me.
It will be a pleasure.
2 times is like hard, but 3 times is like forget it. They won't do it. So have a great weekend, whatever is left. See you guys next week. I'll have another interview, but nothing better than this. So just this is the best I can do. Thanks to them, because if people listen to me, it's like forget it. Don't even bother watching these videos. Thank you. See you next week.